Hey gang, Jack Blair here. Just out doing some running. Gonna meet some friends for lunch, and decided to play a little Pokemon GO along the way. As always, we are continuing to look for the elusive shiny Plusle, which a few people will know I have not been able to get one, and it's super irritating because I have a shiny Manoon, but all the Plusles I check, just not shiny. And I don't know if running away from them has been very effective. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that if I were Niantic, if I were designing a thing, and you were checking and running away from every Pokemon, I would eventually just say, like, hey, you know what? That's not cool. Please don't do that. But that's me. 6-day streak. Doing well. So I am parked now, so we can do this a little better. Wait for the Pokemon to come back if they ever do. I just find it weird when it does that. Maybe if I go back the 10 feet to where they did. See? There we go. Okay. So we'll sit in this parking spot instead of the other one. My son has said that... Oop, need to move that... Right there. Said that Gligar is supposed to evolve soon, so I'm going to hit him with a Pineapple Berry, get a little more juice eggs. We are running ugh, I hate that quest. It never fails that I end up getting one of the Pokemon where I'm like, there's no throwing an ice throw on them anymore. I'm trying to think. Gligar candy. That is not a lot. What else do we have here? A whole lot of nonsense. This is the library. We'll go ahead and swing over there, throw somebody in. Don't know who we'll put in. Might put in one of my newest shiny Pokemon. He's not a powerful Pokemon, but he's one of the few Pokemon that I found that is my favorite color, which of course is orange. So I've run into the problem where I would like to have him as a good Pokemon, but I found out the evolution does not stay orange. So another Gligar out today. Looks like it's going to be Gligar day. We'll put that in park. Go ahead and add, and of course this is just after the Cyndaquil Community Day, so nope. Oh, he's not. He's dead right now. Whoop. There we go. Oh, come on. Items. Let's do something to survive. We are. I'll put my shelter up there. And now he will look super cool showing up here where he is on his own. I'm going to use my last Ultra Ball. Why not? One more nice throw in a row, and then I win! Gotcha. Gligar was caught. 29 candy. None of this other nonsense that I want, but let's go ahead and top them off. There we are. Alright, so we kind of got a route down for my area. Like I said, this is the library that I'm at right now. They're redoing the front, which they redid the walkway all out in front, preparing for winter because it was getting kind of bad. So right now you have to go in the back door, which does make me laugh every time. And stopped here with the family and came back from trudging around the building, and my wife was like, "You have to use the back door?" And I said, "Every chance I get." She was like, That's not cool. That's not appropriate." Which I thought was funny. But I'm a passenger. I really am. So there, raid going on. Oh, that's the super guy. Garatina, I want to say his name is. But so there, that is actually a red caboose, which is kind of awesome. The ones we're hitting here are actually, the Pokestop I just hit is the post office, and then it is right next to a church here on the corner. So this is a common place where we stop and just kind of drive through just to hit the other side. Now here comes the dilemma time, because I can either go up that road to a place where it's a diner called Gillies, which is awesome. I've heard people refer to it as a greasy spoon establishment, which basically means that it's got just good home cooking, stick to your ribs kind of food. But we're not going to go that way today, just because I don't feel like going that way, and then we got to go to Lowe's. So, but that way, there's the raid here, and then this bridge that you're looking at right here is the first place that we ever saw a Psyduck. And I remember, like, we got up here and we pulled over, and my son and I jumped out of the car and we dashed all the way back along the bridge here on the sidewalk. There's a memorial here to the right, which generally has some water-type Pokemon, just because it's a dock. There's a boat that runs along that place called Mott Lake, which is that big water right there. Random Wurmple. This Pokestop right here and to the right is a place where we went back there because we were chasing what were we chasing? Squirtle, if I remember right. And it was back there, and we kept going back there, and we were like looking for it, and this was when you could actually like kind of track the direction. Like, it had the little 3 paw prints, and the closer you got, the more paw prints there were, the farther away you got, the less there were. So we were trying to track it down, and we were wandering back there, and it was at night, and a park ranger came up, cool guy, came up and was just like, "Please tell me you guys aren't Pokemoning." Like, "Oh, well, yeah." He's like, "Man, it is after dark. We gotta close the park up." We're like, "Oh, okay, we didn't know, sorry." So we got out of there. And luckily, every time we have run across a park ranger or Department of Nature, I don't know what they're called. I've lived in too many states and they're called different things, but park ranger works, I guess. And they always seem to be super cool. Like, they're like, "Oh no, yep, go ahead." But they were just like, "Nah, can't be here. It's past dark. Sorry, we gotta close the gates." Because most of the parks here have big security gates. Oh, excuse me. I know it's called Sunday morning coffee. I do not have a coffee. Well, I have a coffee, but it is at home, sitting on the counter, because I am a moron. yeah, just didn't plan that out very well, or did, and then just like I said, there's a cup of coffee just sitting there. Oh well. But let's see. Kill time because we're not going to be anywhere with Pokestops for a while. Had a birthday 2 days ago. Got a part from my car. We are in my Beetle, who I have named Buddy. Right now he is a green Beetle, and I look forward to changing that here soon. Basically, slowly getting parts and replacing parts. I've replaced the door handles, which anybody who knows on a somewhat modern Beetle, they are one of the first to go, and it just slowly destroys the parts. I really wish there was a way to turn that off, like I'm always a passenger. The Pokestop that's right here is a church that is right next to what used to be Curbs. And if any of you knew what Curbs is or was, because the Curbs is no longer there, of course. Used to be a women's only gym, so that way there wasn't the pressure and there weren't creepy guys staring at the women working out. But that never worked out. There's a raid nearby. And of course, I put me right where I can't see what the raid was. Yay! Go me. Oh well. It doesn't matter. There's this long stretch of nothing, and then there are like a bajillion Pokestops. So I never understand why. But, hooked up my Steam Link, and down at the TV, so that was kind of awesome. My son is actually using it right now to play Gary's Mod on the TV, just because he's 10, so it's a novelty for him. He's my youngest son. And he was just like, wow, this is awesome. I'm like, what? But even though, because he's 10, his computer is still in the public area, like, he can see his computer screen from where he's sitting playing it on the TV. So it's funny to just be like, but you can, it's over, whatever. Yeah. But I downloaded OBS and I am learning that, and I have moved my Super Nintendo Classic up, so slowly getting everything set to where I can record at my computer, and I'm also working on finally finishing the garage to make the garage warm enough to where I can actually record out there. Because for those of you who don't use lights and whatever, so you look at it and you're like, oh, there must be plenty of room, and there's not, because there's you. So there's where you're standing, there's everything that you want to be seen behind you. The camera's got to be 3 to 4 feet in front of you, and then the lights have to be parallel or behind the light. So you end up using up like 6 to 8 feet with just empty space, which is kind of amazing. But it's like, remember if you ever watch behind the scenes documentaries, there's the set, and then there's like the camera, and then there's like a bajillion things back here that are making everything work. That's kind of what's going on. So, I don't know why I had my blinker on. I'm a moron. Why didn't you guys tell me? That's about it for there. We're gonna come along someplace up here, which is kind of awesome. It is called the Formar Nature Preserve, and what it is for those who don't know what a nature preserve is, it's that Michigan has some amazing amounts of wild don't see a lot, but there's all of those are out there. Those aren't really roads once you get past a little bit. And there's the raid happening back there. But yeah, so that's back there. I don't see any deer out right now. It's 10:30 here. They're probably all already gone by now. We're gonna hit. I don't play while driving, but I do have the Pokémon GO Plus. I don't feel that me pushing a button when it lights up counts as playing, because that's barely playing if it's called playing. Oh, 1 deer. 2 deer. 3. They must be pretty hungry if they're out this late. Either that or they've learned that over there is safe. Because they can get out. It's not like they're trapped in there. Oh, should be good. But you know, it's kind of cool to walk back there. They have an entire path back there that is a quiet path. It's where you can't talk and make noise, which is kind of awesome, because you go back there and you're like, oh, we need to be quiet, and you're not supposed to use a full volume voice, which it's neat when you take kids back there who generally don't know how to be quiet. But for even I think at the time he was 9, my youngest son was just like, this is kind of cool that we don't get to talk. I missed that one. Huh. I'm trying to get into playing games again, and it's just, I mean, my son gave me Overwatch and Destiny 2, so I have those to play with him. We've been playing some Heroes of the Storm. I'm currently subscribed to World of Warcraft, but all of my friends are either not playing or they just don't log on the same time as me. And I was hoping that when I went off of second shift and went to first shift, that would have fixed it. That it would have been like, oh, cool, now we can play with you. But I get home and I log on, and still nobody's there. Everybody's logged into the mobile app, but that doesn't help me at all. Ooh, they have torn that apart. Sorry, they're building a KFC nearby, which is makes me hungry. But I'm actually about to go to lunch with some friends, so I will eat later. This Pokestop is super cool because it is an ice arena. There's also a bar and grill here. I wonder if that would be a cool place to take my wife on a date. But and the stream's not going to be very long today. We're kind of near the end of it, just because I'm not going over to the Pokemon filled place to where I would get out and do some like hardcore Pokemoning. But I will end you with oh, those aren't parking spots. This is a parking spot. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, and my son and I, we were having this talk because it's one of our favorite Pokemon, is that there's Nincada. So, and Nincada always evolved really weird. Let's see what we discovered. We know what we discovered. We discovered a bunch of rare candy. Weird. Starting counter. So there's... Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Wah wah. Oh, it's there. It's just not there. Great. Alright, well, that'll do it for today. I love that it locked up. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, play on.